Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet. And yes, I know I have been falling behind on my videos and I am trying to get everything back on track. So, I have so many things to show you. Well, not a lot, a little, but I like it. First, before anyone does anything, my semi-finalist for Krystal's 1K giveaway has not contacted me yet. So, I am giving her until Sunday, this Sunday, at 10 a.m. After that, the video will be taken down and I will choose a new semi-finalist if she does not get a hold of me by then. So, I hope you do. And you watch your video, seeing your name, I hope you come forward. If you don't, I will have to redraw. So I'm just putting that out there so you guys can be waiting, because if a new video pops up, meaning she didn't answer me. Okay, and like the other ones say, I'm not going to go chasing her down. If you check all the videos, you see if you were put into a semi-finalist, and if not, I will redraw. So, just so you know that. Okay. Now, I have something I made, which is my own creation that I made from my childhood thoughts. Okay? Because you know, I'm goofy. I love to have fun. I love to do all kinds of different things. So, I will show you. Da-da-da-dun, dun, 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 dun. And he's stripping. And what is he? Yeah. Hello. Hello. He's in his little sleep jacket with his tie. He's got his sleep hat on. And I have to get a name for him. Sadie's in love with it. What do you think? Honest opinion. Not a bad time. If you remember these, they used to be called glowworms, but he is a non-glowworm. He is a cuddle butt. Yes, he's a cuddle butt. So I had to show you that because I've been working on him, and then he needed a night robe. So, can he strip? Yes, it can come off. It can go on, whichever. Okay, and I also have a small yarn haul that I got from Mary Maxim that was on sale because I go for the sales. And why pay full price when you got a sale? And then tomorrow, granted, if Robert's feeling well, he's been kind of under the weather with headaches. So if he's feeling well, we're going to do it. If not, I'm going to do it alone. But it's another little yarn haul that I just found to be amazing. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I have now. Oh, first, I know you saw, hopefully you saw the pictures of my shawl. Whoa, lose my hat. So I am ready for spring. I put all of us in the Yarnivores did this. So everybody's is different. So if you check all the Yarnivores, which I had posted in my community tab, you can check out what theirs look like. But this is mine. And I know Robert showed off his. Well, not his, but he put this on to show off my work that I'd done because I'm so proud of it and I love it so much. Yes. And, let's see. So, you like my spring hat? It's got the bow on it. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so let's get to the yarn haul so you can see some of the yarn I got. Okay, now these were on sale. I should have untaped them before. Sorry. Okay, now this is Mary Maxim's Starlet. Okay, it's number 4. And there's 180 yards in each one. And this one's called The Weekend. Now, I've showed you this one before, but I didn't have enough to finish a project I was doing, so I bought 2 more of these. Okay, then these are some newer ones that I got. This one's called Purple Haze. Is that gorgeous? It's got purples and grays and light purples, and it's just a multicolor. Really pretty one. Okay, so I got 2 of those. Then this one is called Wedgwood. Now these all have the same specs. This one's gray, blue, white. So it's really pretty. I'm hoping that the camera's picking up how pretty they are. And these are called, they're Starlet. Starlet. Okay, so that's that one. Because I know, you know, when I first started my channel, I just came on to look for baby blankets, you know, patterns. Because found out Sadie was pregnant with Michaela Hand, who now knows how to go, hi. So you ask him, and then if he gets really excited, he's like, hi. It's so adorable. And then today, Kristen was over by Vicky's, and Gemma and Olivia were laying down playing on their playmat with their kicky piano, and their feet kick the pianos, and it makes all these noises and stuff, and they're just both going da, 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 da. So cute. And so it was adorable watching them today. Vicky had me on FaceTime and I was watching them both playing. It was so sweet. Okay, now this I got. I just go off subject. I talk about whatever pops in my head. And my friends in school used to say that they have finally learned how to talk Cindy, because I don't stay on subject. I tune out. My mom always said that I can tune out whatever I want, that I can focus on one thing and I don't hear anything else around me, which is true. And I have noticed that I do that. And so my friends in school used to say that they know how to talk Cindy now, because I jump from one subject to the next. So as long as they listen, they pay attention, they know what I'm saying. Okay, so I got this baby yarn. This is called Baby's Best. Okay, and this is White Sparkle. It's a number 2, which I'm really getting into using some of this thinner yarn. It's, I mean, with my arthritis, it is a little hard, but as long as I keep it in check, I'm pretty good. So this is 100% acrylic. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 66% acrylic, 28% nylon, and 6% polyester. It's a DK Sport weight. And what is the... Oh, 171 yards. Found it. I have to go pick up my new glasses. So this is the Baby Sparkles. Can you see the sparkle in there? Sparkles, because you know I love my sparkles. So I got 3 of these. Okay, then I got this one, same specs, but this is in mint. So it's a very, very light green, which I think is just beautiful. So I got 3 of those and 3 of the sparkly whites. Because, you know, everything's better with sparkles. So, just see, I got 3 of each one. Uh-oh, my bag fell over. Okay, and then, which is great that they pack these not only in the bag, but they pack them in plastic because of all the rain that's been going on. That's crazy. So none of it gets ruined. Thank gosh. That. Okay, now this one, yeah, it's the same specs. It's still the baby's best. Now this one is just called Blue. I think they could have came up with better names, but it's what it is. I should be a namer. Yeah. Okay, now this one is called Rainbow. So that would make a pretty baby blanket or baby dress. So I got 3 of each one of those. So there's 3 of each one. Okay. Now my last one is, and the last one, yeah. I got 3 yellows. And this is just called Yellow. But it's 3 baby yellows. And it's the same one. It's the Mary Max yeah, Baby's Best. So those are that. Now I can't wait to show you tomorrow. So hopefully Robert's feeling a little better and would want to do this, you know, and be able to get on here and talk because he hasn't been on for a while. So he's kind of worried, you know. He's like, are they missing me? I said, yeah, they miss you. And he's putting together something really cool. So stay tuned because Robert is making a giveaway. Not today because he's not done with it, but he is making it. So he's collecting some things that I think you'll really like. Okay, now I do have, I've gotten out all my packages that I had to get. They have received them. I send them the tracking number, so I make sure that everybody gets, you know, their stuff. If somebody steals it off your front porch, these porch pirates, then I don't know what to tell you with that because these, I don't know why they do that. I mean, if you can't work for what you need, then you obviously don't need it. But anyway, I'm not going to get into something bad because I'm having a happy day. But we have been really doing a lot of collaborations. I've got things going on with the Yarnivores. I've got things going on with our 5 Yarnaholics. And, you know, and then other things we're just doing projects on. And with our Yarnivores, we have our Secret Sisters. So we all got matched with a secret. So we put an Amazon list up for our Secret Sisters. And every once in a while, whenever, you just send a little something special for them that they want. You know, either for the channel or something that they really like. Or, you know, just all kinds of crazy things like that. And just to have fun. And I was going to have Noah do this with me, but Noah, when the hats are bigger like this, she loves the ET hat. That doesn't bother her. But when it comes to these brim hats, it scares her. So she didn't want to play with this video because she didn't like the hat. But I like the hat. It's a springy hat. Okay, so I'm going to give you an update on my cats that are outside. I don't have indoor cats. I never have. I only had dogs and birds. But the cats are using me for food. That's it. I tried playing with them with yarn balls. They don't want to play. They eat and they leave. And I'm like, you're selfish. But I can't see them go hungry. And today, I told you how I had the gray ones. So I had a mama and a papa. And then all of a sudden, these two black and white ones started showing up. And one's really tall, which, I mean, is a big cat. And the other one's a little smaller. Well, today, I've only seen, the last, like, week or so, I've only seen, or a couple weeks, I've only seen the bigger cat. And my little black cat, I don't know where she's at. So, she's either cheating on me or something. But I seen her roaming around, but she hasn't been up here. Because usually she's right up here with me. But for some reason, she's wandering off. So, maybe she's got a honey somewhere. And so today, the littler black and white cat, which is I know is the mama now, came out with her first kitten. Yes, she got her out of the window that goes into one of our neighbors' basements. They're all staying in there. And one of the baby squirrels is in there living with him too. So he thinks he's a cat. I don't know why, but I guess it was maybe a baby squirrel that lost its mommy and daddy, and the cats took it in, but now the squirrel just goes right down in there with the cats. And then they come out and they chase each other. So, I don't know. World's going crazy. What would you get in this? A squirrel and a cat? Krystal? Or a scout? What would you get? That'd be crazy, though. A meowing half cat, half squirrel hanging out of a tree. It'd be kind of crazy. But anyway, this baby squirrel lives with them, comes out with them. But the mama black and white one came out today, and daddy black and white one, I call him Checkers, but I haven't come up with the mama's name because I haven't seen her for a while. So I call the big black and white one Checkers, and the two gray ones are Mama and Papa. And then when Mama the black and white one, that's the mama, she came out today with her baby, solid gray. So I think, I think the little gray one got in there. And then there was, I don't know if she has more, but for right now, she only brought out the one, which was funny because she's only like this big. And wherever Mama's at, there she is. And she's just sitting right behind her like this. And then as she goes to move, Mama cat circles and circles. Which, in my whole life, I never thought I'd be talking about cats. But I can't see them go hungry. I can't. I just can't. So, let's see what else. Alright, we need to find my winner. If they don't, by Sunday, then I will be drawing again. So watch out for a video on Sunday, because if I do have to redraw, it could be you. And you could get my surprise from me, and then be entered into Krystal's main drawing. So you would be my sub-winner. Excuse me. Yes, I have my Arizona tea. My medicine really dries out my mouth, so. And everything's been okay. I mean, we got our car fixed. Everything's done. And I have to say that today we have found some very honest people, which honestly sometimes you just don't see anymore. You really don't. And so we had to go, we got the repairs done, which was a massive overhaul of everything from underneath, because the subframe, which our type of car had a recall or not a recall, a advance. They gave an extra 10 years on it, 5 years, 7 years on it. We missed it by 2 years because it was my brother's car. He gave it to me after our accident. So if he got notified, he didn't notice me, because then they would have paid for it. But we missed it by 2 years because they knew they had a problem with the subframe. So the whole underneath of the car was redone. New brakes, new shocks, new everything put on. So then we had and they had to put all new tires, because they said they were surprised that I even made it home, that I was doing 80 on the highway, really 70, but I was doing 80. He was surprised that, honestly, by the time he got the car the next day, he said, I'm shocked that you even made it home. Because I was going back and forth to see the grandbabies and stuff, because Sadie was in. So I would go see Olivia and Callahan, see Kristen and Sadie and Lewis, which is Kristen's husband. And he said, honestly, they were joking when he took the car in to get the new tires put on, my repair guy. He said the tire guys were laughing because they said that they could actually see the air inside of the tires. That's how thin they were. And so it's a good thing. So today we go to get, my appointment was today to get the alignment, because the wheel was tilted this way because of the way that everything was so messed up underneath. So the wheel would do this way. So I had to overcompensate for driving, so I had to go this way. Anyway, so we go over there. Now I've called a few of them. Now this is one that he knows of, our repair guy. He gave me the number, and I said, well, they didn't answer right away, so I called a couple other ones. They were all like, oh yeah, 150, 180, 210, 175. I'm like, okay. So then I finally get a hold of, they call me back from the one he told me to go to. He gave me a couple of options. He said, you can check this one out. So I'm like, okay. So they finally called me back, and I said, well, how much is it for an alignment? And he said, oh, $90. I'm like, bargain, appointment, done. So we go in there today and get the alignment done. And they really did just charge us $90, which was surprised because everybody else was like way over the top. They just rip you off on a lot of places doing stuff like that. So, like I shop for yarn or anything else that I buy, I look for the bargain. But got to make sure that it's a good place, because I'm not going to risk my life on something cheaper. But anyway, so they were so sweet, very nice. We were the first ones there. He came out, he told me, he said, wow, did you guys get a massive overhaul underneath your car? And I'm like, yeah, we did. I said, we had issues with it. He goes, I can see. He goes, and the tires are primo. I'm like, thank you. And then he was telling me that, because my brother had the car for 7 years. Then my sister was driving it. Oh no, for 6 years. Then my sister was driving it for 2 years, and then she didn't want it, so he was going to take it back. And then after we had the accident, my brother says, just take it. So we took it. Anyway, so he said, I can see everything. He goes, but it has never had an alignment. And he goes, which I'm surprised. He goes, so it took me a while to get that back bolt to work. He goes, but everything's good. And I'm like, driving down the highway, I'm like, yeah, this is a new car. It drove perfect. And then our repair guy, he said, well, since I already had it up on the rack, I just went ahead to do an oil change. And, for free, it's just wanted to do it. And I'm like, okay. And then I couldn't get any windshield wiper fluid to come out. So I'm like, okay, did he not tap off the liquids? I don't know. So then my light came on saying oil change, oil change, oil change. So it's due for an oil change. So I go over to our regular oil change place, and I tell them I need an oil change because my light keeps coming on. And they're like, well, we see a sticker from somewhere else that says they already did it. I'm like, yeah, well, my repair guy that did it said he already had it up, so he might as well have just done the oil change since it was due. And he said, well, he really did do it. He goes, everything on there is, you're fine. So he reset the oil light because I guess he had forgot to reset it, and that's why it kept popping on. So he looked underneath. He said, wow, you got everything done. I'm like, yeah. And these guys have been seeing this going back and forth every 3 months. And they're like, man, everything's so shiny and new. And I'm like, cool. And they actually said, you don't have to have an oil change. It is done. Everything's done. He just forgot to hit the reset button. But you're good. I'm like, really? He goes, so, you know, you're done. Take it. Free. All that time they spent checking, making sure, they're just like free. Now, they could have totally ripped us off. Did the oil change, not have said anything, but they didn't. So he's in the bottom talking to me, telling me, and I'm looking down under the car, and he's in the oil pit, and he said, you're fine. We checked everything. You're good to go. You don't need an oil change. So I tip him. I say, here, get you some pizzas for you guys or whatever. And we leave. And I look at Robert. I said, they could have totally ripped us off and said, you know, you need an oil change, or just have done it and not said anything. So I was like, wow. It is so nice to meet honest people. Just like our community on here on YouTube. Everybody is so sweet. They're all willing to jump in, help each other, do whatever. And at no cost to anybody. I mean, how does it hurt anybody to just say a kind word? Or to say, you know, hey, I got this yarn you're missing that you need for your project. Here, I'll send it to you. Or, you know, I'm going to put you on my community tab. I'm going to share out your name. You know, which is what we all do. And I have met such wonderful people. We have grown our channel and have a beautiful Pups and Crochet family. And I thank you all for everything that, you know, just staying with us through all my my beginning mess ups. Because when I started this, and I do blame you, Lisa with Coping with Yarn, and Connie from Just Another Stitch, them two were the two that pushed me and said, start your channel. You know, and then I met Krystal, and then, oh my God, I just met everybody. Neva, and oh my God, I can't even think of everybody's name now because my brain shuts down. But it is a beautiful community, and they're really sweet. And I just love seeing how everybody jumps in together. And like on my channel, I don't have just crochet. I have knitters, I have sewers, I have homesteads, I have, you know, everything, because I like to learn a little bit about everything. I have people with sheep, and, you know, showing how to shear sheep. I love to learn things, so it's really cool to watch. I even have turtles, a turtle farm. He takes care of turtles, and I love them. But please make sure you check out my community tab. I've put up some new channels, some different channels. One does stocks, one does, you know, and it's interesting. They talk about everything. It's not just about stocks or homesteads. I mean, they talk a little bit about everything, and it's a very nice thing to see. So make sure you check out the community tab, because I do have them listed. Some are newer channels that need some love. So check it out and see. And I'm rattling on now, so I will let you go. Hugs and puppy kisses, purrs if you need them. And remember, adopt. Don't shop. There's too many babies that are waiting for a home. So, with that being said, I will let you go. And hugs and puppy kisses, and I hopefully will see you tomorrow, if Robert's up to it, because we'll show you what our other mini yarn haul is. That I think you'll find really interesting. Okay, bye.